Welcome to this new video about the World Update number 3. We recently visited already several cities like Cambridge, Birmingham and London, and the next city we're gonna visit is Oxford. So we're currently located at an airport closely to Oxford. And on scheduled flight we're gonna visit Blenheim Palace, and then from there on we will continue to Oxford. So let's take off. So the airplane we're using is the Cessna 172. Pull back the stick and then directly make a turn. And let's see how the palace looks like. There are multiple palaces being added as part of World Update number 3. So probably in the near future I will start recording a video about which is the palace tour. Probably will call it that way. And then we'll fly all the palaces located in World Update number 3. So don't know if you already saw it, but ORBX released a note on their forum that they officially said, okay, hey, the update for London, which ORBX launched initially, or the add-on I should say, is not compatible with the London update or World Update number 3, and they will release a new update soon. So looking forward to that. So here's Blenheim Palace. Palace, close to Oxford. Increase throttling a bit. The woods around the palace. And the sunshine. So let's make a turn. So we're going correctly to Oxford. And on the left side you can still see the palace. Nice detail, right? So what you see in World Update number 3 is that they really focused on a few cities. 5 cities to be right, which they already announced. But there are also some other things being added, like I would say a lot of points of interest, especially in London. Birmingham was a little bit disappointed. Also saw some reactions on the internet that people were disappointed about that. But they also added a lot of I would say bridges and palaces, and also soccer stadia or stadiums in the UK. So it looks like that the focus was on those. So let's see what they created from Oxford. What they made of Oxford. Something wrong with the airplane. Some case it reduces speed continuously. So let me decrease also the throttle a bit. So you already have time to install World Update number 3, because yesterday there were some issues also confirmed by Asobo with the servers, which should have been resolved by now. It's always a challenge, right? Releasing a big update, because the update is, well, pretty large. On the other hand, if you compare it with games like, for example, the games for the Xbox, they are also pretty big, right? 100 gig. It's really nothing. But since it was an update, was pretty large, and then you need to install, of course, also the World Update number 3 separately. I'm not sure why. What's the reason behind that? To I would say bring two separate updates, right? You install the first update, then you think, hey, I can really start playing, and then you still need to, I would say, install the additional scenery. In the meantime, we're gonna decrease the altitude a bit. Talk to the ATC.
Oxford Tower, Cessna Alpha, Sierra X-ray Golf, Sierra Alpha, frequency change.
So decrease the throttle a bit. And let's have a look at Oxford. Can switch the view.
500.
Try not go too low, right? We don't want to crash into the buildings. And then we're gonna have a close look at it. There's some nice, looks like a church tower on the right. It's doing the rounds. And if you're not familiar in the neighborhood of Oxford, just like me, I would say, then you could consider to install the updated Bush Radio client, right? Which has a lot of point of interests, which are being added by, I would say, the community. So that's cool because then you fly over, and when you're close to the, I would say, point of interest, then it will simply tell you, hey, this is what the location is. So have a look at it because it's really cool. So it's decreased thermal, so some nice buildings here. Some cranes. Looks like Oxford is renovating or expanding some of the buildings. Looks more like renovating. Around. Not sure what this thing is, but it's like a crane or something. Yep, it's a crane. There's some more cranes here. We are back at the, I would say, at the old buildings. Which probably are part of the University of Oxford. Watch out from the tower. You don't want to crash into it. So again, it looks like they polished it a lot, right? Because these buildings were not, I would say, here prior to update world update number 3. Again, no, I would say, points of interest are being added. It's a little bit of a bummer because I would have expected that they would have done that, at least some, right? I can imagine that they can't add a lot of point of interest, but compared to, for example, the US, where multiple cities had multiple poise, you don't see a lot of them here. Maybe it will be done in a, let's say, map update or something. So some nice details, but well, I'm really missing the point of interest. But as mentioned already, there are some good third-party tools which can resolve that. So here ends our flight over Oxford, right? So we took off from Oxford airport, and then we took some nice turns around and visited the castle close to the airport. And then we flew over the city of Oxford, and there are some nice additions to that. Some nice additions, right? So scenery has been updated. The only thing which is missing are I would say the point of interest. Would have been nice if Asobo would have spent some more time on adding them to these 5 cities. So I hope this learning curve for them, and they will do it in the next world update. So here ends this video. If you liked it, then consider to use the like button. If you've got questions or comments, then post them under the video. If you like to stay up to date about new videos I'm posting, then consider to subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.